Hello and welcome to your favorite travel show, that is Tourismus. I'm your host, Shipura, and I am absolutely excited to go through the show with you. Starting off with the topics, taking a look at the interesting news from the industry. We're swing over to destinations that you must visit, and of course, wrap up the show with a trending topic. I am Shipura, and we will be right back on the other side of this with so much more. Starting us off in our topics, Proflight Zambia made its maiden landing at Hosea Kutako International Airport this week, marking a milestone for regional tourism and aviation. The 50-seat CRJ-200 piloted by Captain Josiah Walubita was greeted with a traditional water salute and ceremonial ribbon cutting. The Windhoek service will operate 3 times a week, Tuesdays, Fridays and Sundays, departing Lusaka at 8:30 and Livingston at 9:55 a.m., arriving in Windhoek at 11:35 a.m. Now, return flights leave Windhoek at 12:20, landing in Livingston at 13:55 p.m. and Lusaka at 15:20 p.m. Now, Works Minister Veiko Nekundi highlighted the route's benefits for trade, tourism, investment and cargo, while Zambia's Minister of Transport, Frank Tayali, praised Proflight Zambia for boosting intra-Africa connectivity. Proflight Zambia Regional Manager for Southern Africa, Robert Gurr, described the service as a bridge linking two vibrant economies, strengthening business, tourism, and cultural ties. The route offers onboard refreshments, seamless connections to the wider Proflight network, and interline links via Lusaka's Kenneth Kaunda International Airport. In our next story, Namibia is stepping up efforts to combat wildlife trafficking, a transnational criminal enterprise that threatens security, fuels corruption, and undermines the rule of law. Illegal trade in rhino horn, elephant ivory, and pangolin scales not only impacts conservation, but also distorts legitimate trade and investment. At a high-level counter-wildlife trafficking roundtable hosted at the U.S. Embassy, Namibian conservation leaders and U.S. officials discussed ways to strengthen enforcement and regional cooperation. Wildlife trafficking operates like any other organized crime enterprise. It relies on logistics networks, money laundering channels, and cross-border coordination. It must be met with seriousness and prosecutorial focus, said Ambassador John Giordano. Since 2016, the United States has provided over $8.7 million to support Namibia's anti-trafficking initiatives, including the Blue Rhino Task Team, forensic tools through the Wood Identification and Screening Center, and specialized environmental crime courts. These measures have increased high-profile wildlife cases and convictions while reducing elephant and rhino poaching. Participants emphasize that effective law enforcement strengthens both conservation and economic growth. Where the rule of law is credible, legitimate business, tourism, and long-term economic resilience can thrive. In our next topic, we are taking a look at Sauma. The Stampriet Aquifer Uranium Mining Association, Sauma, has raised strong objections to a recent parliamentary report recommending that Headspring Investments be allowed to drill and conduct in-situ uranium extraction at its Omaheke sites within the transboundary Stampriet Artesian Basin. The report, tabled by the Standing Committee on Natural Resources, has drawn criticism from Sauma, which says it was not consulted during the process despite attempts to engage the committee. The association claims the findings appear to reflect only the views of Headspring Investments, a foreign-owned company, raising concerns about transparency and balance. Sauma argues that a comprehensive independent hydrogeological flow study previously recommended by an earlier parliamentary committee has not yet been conducted. Such a study, it says, is essential before any decision is taken, particularly given the scale of current water use in the basin. According to the association, irrigation pumps extract more than 700 cubic meters of groundwater per hour throughout the year, creating a significant underground flow that could potentially spread contamination beyond the mining site. The basin has supported farming activities for decades, with groundwater serving as the sole reliable water source for many landowners. Salma warns that in-situ leach uranium mining poses documented environmental risk, particularly to aquifers. The association also highlighted possible transboundary impacts should neighboring countries be affected, questioning who would bear liability in the event of contamination. Salma has called for strict adherence to the Water Resource Management Act 11 of 2013 and says it is considering all available options in response to the committee's report. Now, with that, we have concluded our topics. Do let us know in the comment sections on our social media pages what you guys make of these stories. On the other side of the break, we take a look at the destinations that you must visit. In our first stop, we are at Sandrose Guesthouse in the heart of Windhoek, where business, energy, and cultural vibrancy define Namibia's capital. Now, Sandrose Guesthouse offers a refined and restful escape. Chris de Wieler, the manager of Sandrose Guesthouse, shares more. Let's take a look.
Okay, so my name is Chris de Wieler. I'm the general manager here at Sandrose Boutique Guesthouse. Yeah, that's my role.
Okay, so can you just give us an in-depth, can you just tell us the name of the place, where it's located, and...
Okay, so we are called Sandrose Boutique Guesthouse. It is based in Klein Windhoek on the corner of Brits and Schanzenberg. Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, so just information for the viewers, if you have any website or a place where they can find information on the place, can you please just let us know?
Okay, so you can find us on our website. It is www.sandrosebnb, it's the letters bnb.com. Our phone number, you can find us on +264 81448 1222, and on our email by info@sandrosebnb.com.
A while ago, you guys, in April last year, you guys told us that you guys were busy with some few stuff. Can you just give us an in-depth what you guys are busy with and what you guys have finalized during April to now?
Okay, so we've actually made some major renovations, repainted, fixed all the little things that normally happens when a place stands still for a long time. We have taken 9 of all the rooms and we've changed it into guest bedrooms. 3 standard or classic rooms, as we call them, and 3 junior suites and 3 deluxe rooms. Find us on social media, Instagram and on Facebook. Yeah, and I would like to say that we always do something special on the special days. If it's Easter, we'll probably have a bunny somewhere or a couple of chocolate eggs. On Valentine's Day, we had like red hearts on the bed, the little gimmicks and things that people can actually take. So we always look after our guests.
Any feedback that you guys get from guests that came to stay here, what do they say about the place?
Our feedback is absolutely incredible. Touch wood. We've got 5 out of 5 on Google, and we have 9.1 or 9.2 maybe on booking.com. All right, so the inspiration behind this guest house comes a very, very long time. Friends of mine, Luigi and Paolo Bassi, Italian born but now in Namibia, they actually started a safari company called Sandrose back in the early 90s. They eventually the brothers actually sold the business. Paolo stayed behind and Luigi went on to new pastures. Paolo then converted this property into what it is today. It's a very magical kind of property. Every room looks different. It's very much based on his experience. His dad, or their dad, was an architect in Italy, and they are very creative, and you can see it everywhere. We make a concise effort to make sure that the guest house does not look like anything else. It is not a hospital room, and if you want that, then you have to look somewhere else. We believe that we sell an experience when you come here, and as such, we want to make sure that you take something back in your heart. You cannot come here and not feel like you need to smile. So this is a happy place, and that is the whole vibe here. I would say the kind of client that we get here that appreciates this is like the old world civilizations, like European, Scandinavian, and South America. Those kind of people tend to love this kind of environment.
Okay, just one last question. What makes the stay here different from standard hotel experiences in Namibia?
Oh, that's very difficult to say. It's, I mean, you can make a building as good as you want. You can buy the best beds, you can buy the best furniture, but if your staff doesn't give your people an experience, they will go away with nothing to remember. And that is what we believe in, is to make people feel something when they come here.
Thank you very much.
In our next destination, we're all the way in Botswana, in the town of Maun, where adventure meets the untamed beauty of the wilderness. Lediba Guest Lodge offers travelers a tranquil and welcoming escape. Watches manager Sophie Lueto tells us more.
Hello, Sophie Lueto is my name. I'm a manager for Lediba Guest Lodge in Maun gateway of the Okavango Delta. Our lodge comprises of 9 rooms. We've got 1 family room, 5 standard rooms, 1 executive room, 1 deluxe room, and a twin bed. We've got a kitchen, a self-catering kitchen, and we've got a swimming pool, Wi-Fi. Our rooms got bar fridges and the microwaves. Our place accommodates 20 guests maximum in total, sharing.
So what do you think makes this place so special for visitors to come here?
Okay, ma'am. Our place is in a very quiet neighborhood, so most of our guests prefer where it's quiet, so they don't interact with the noise from the town. So that's what makes people like our place the most.
How long has the lodge been here? How long has it been in existence?
We started operating in 2018 August. Yeah.
Okay, and if you had a lot of visitors from other countries?
We have visitors from the tourists, mainly. The travel season is in winter, but most of our clientele is the locals.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right. And can you tell us a little bit about Maun? Why do you think a lot of tourists come and visit Maun?
Okay.
I hear it is the tourist hub.
Yeah, Maun is the tourism hub. This side we've got the entrance of the wild animals, the Okavango Delta, and here in Maun we've got the Tamalakane River, where most of the customers, they go by the river, or some they do boat cruises and mokoro rides. And just a few kilometers from Maun, we've got a place called Chanuga, where they can, they do the boat cruises and the fishing and the places there. That's where they enjoy the most. So yeah, Maun, I can recommend people to come to Maun. They won't regret it.
And they must definitely visit you guys.
They must definitely visit Lediba Guest Lodge.
Okay, thank you so much for speaking with us.
Thank you.
In our final stop, we are all the way in the coast. The Swakopmund Jetty, commonly known as the Swakop Jetty, is a historic landmark in Swakopmund. Originally built in 1905 as a landing jetty for cargo ships, it has since been transformed into a popular tourist attraction. It features a walkway for visitors, a restaurant and a bar, making it a great spot for relaxation and photography.
Welcome to Swakopmund, the city of adventure. Swakopmund is a coastal town where history and adventure intertwine almost perfectly. Now, the Swakopmund Jetty, built in 1905, was initially built to facilitate trade and transportation. Originally a cargo hub, it now offers spectacular views of the coast and ocean, where visitors can enjoy a leisurely walk or dine at the seafood restaurant overlooking the waves. Now, this is a definite must visit upon your visit into the coastal town. Not too far from the Swakopmund Jetty is the rich and iconic Swakopmund Lighthouse. Now, this lighthouse was initially built in 1902 and was extended in 1910 to reach its current height. Once a guiding beacon for ships navigating the Skeleton Coast, the lighthouse now offers scenic views of the Atlantic and is a proud landmark of Swakopmund's maritime heritage. Now, the lighthouse not only stands as a beacon for ships, or used to stand as a beacon for ships, but is also open and available for tourists to stop by and enjoy the scenic views. What once was a very important icon now is a beautiful sight for locals as well as tourists. Apart from the lighthouse, the town offers so much architectural beauty. Standing nearby the lighthouse is the Furman House, a remarkable piece of German colonial architecture constructed in the early 1900s as well. Originally a trading house, it later became a school and is now home to an art gallery as well as a library. Visitors can climb its tower for panoramic views of Swakopmund, making it a favorite spot for photographers and history enthusiasts. Now, Swakopmund is as much about adventure as it is about history. Towering sand dunes here provide a natural playground for thrill seekers. Quad biking through the Namib Desert offers an exhilarating way to explore the landscapes, while camel rides provide a slower, traditional experience of the desert. Whether on wheels or on hoofs, there is an option for every kind of adventure. Now, another can't miss experience must most definitely have to be one of Swakopmund's most dazzling stops, which is the Crystal Gallery. The Crystal Gallery houses one of the largest quartz crystals in the world. This gallery is a treasure trove for gemstone enthusiasts, displaying Namibia's natural mineral beauty and providing insights into the country's geological wealth. Now, one thing that is guaranteed upon your visit into the Crystal Gallery is absolute beauty and stunningness. You will definitely be left in awe. With so much culture in the town, if you have a taste in craftsmanship, the Costume Arts and Crafts Center is definitely a must visit. But just before you head over to the Costume Arts and Crafts Center, let's take a walk through the Plaza Mia Mall. Now, the Plaza Mia Mall is the only mall in the town of Swakopmund and is conveniently situated with all of your local products and produce and local shops. This includes retail shops as well as a convenience store, which allows you to quickly run in and out and do in any of your shopping all in one stop. Now heading over right back to our stop, which is the Costume Arts and Craft visit. This community-supported center showcases locally made jewelry, textiles, and handicrafts, allowing visitors to purchase unique souvenirs that support local artisans and contribute to community development. Now, this is an eye into the locals' craft work and their skill and development over the years. These crafts tell a story through the eyes of your locals.
All right, do let us know if you're planning to visit any of the destinations that we have highlighted in today's episode, or if you have visited some of the previous destinations that were featured on the show, and let us know how your experience was. On the other side of this, we take a look at what's happening in our To The Point segment, something to do with Berlin. At the 2026 edition of ITB Berlin, Namibia stood out among more than 6,000 exhibitors and global buyers who gathered in the German capital. As one of the world's largest and most influential travel trade fairs celebrated its 60th anniversary, the spotlight was firmly on international collaboration, innovation, and the future of tourism. The exhibition took place from the 3rd to the 5th of March, with Angola serving as the official host country. This year's event was particularly significant for the African continent, as Angola took center stage. From Angola to Zimbabwe, Botswana to Namibia, the region's strong presence highlighted Southern Africa's growing influence in the global travel market. Namibia's 22 exhibitors attracted keen interest from tour operators, travel media, and buyers eager to learn more about the country's vast landscape, conservation success stories, and authentic cultural experiences. Representing the country on the ground, Tourismus and Enjoy Travel brought audiences the latest updates, insights, and behind-the-scenes moments from the trade floor. Watch as Alicia Santos, the General Director of the Institute of Promotion of Angola, shares more from the ITB. We also hear from Namibian Tourism Board CEO Sebelon Chikalo, Marlies van Vieren, co-founder and executive director of the Nankuse Foundation, Karl-Heinz Oosthuizen, the CEO at Taleni Africa, and Simon Micheletti, managing director of Luyana Plains Safaris, who attended the trade fair. Let's have a look.
Hello, my name is Alicia. I'm the General Director of Institute of Promotion of Angola, and we are here to showcase our beautiful country. We are in the 60th anniversary of ITB. We are the host country, and I'm very pleased to show a little bit of Angola, what was to offer. We have beautiful coastlines, we have the desert, we have rainforests, we have Kalandula waterfall, and we have safari to experience to our tourists. Right now, we have showing our beautiful tribes. We are here present with 20 tour operators, showcasing the best that we have in our countries. Please come to visit us, and I hope to see you soon in Angola.
Well, my name is Sebelon Chikalo, the CEO of Namibia Tourism Board. So we're here at ITB this year. I mean, the intention is, okay, maybe we should start. Outside of Africa, Germany remains our biggest host market. That's great. So we're here now to say what is to consolidate this market, and only not German as a country, but the German-speaking countries that are also traveling to Namibia. And we here meeting up with the travel trade, travel media, and also then the airlines, both Discover Airlines and also Eldevis that's now coming in June, and consolidating in terms of how we're going to increase the awareness about the destination Namibia, how we're going to attract those, of course, those that know Namibia in terms of being repeater clients, and those that are new clients that are coming to Namibia, you know, through the new airlines, so to speak, especially the one from Zurich, the one that has been already introduced from Munich. So yeah, ITB is great because yes, we had some appointments. Maybe 80% achieved, 20% were cancelled because of all the things that is happening. Some people could not travel from your Middle East and so on coming. But overall, about 80% we are happy for being here. The trade is happy. We're engaging with the trade in terms of the appointment, and we are looking for numbers that are really increasing from the German market, but also from the neighbors in terms of the Switzerland, Austria, and so on. You know, that can be picked up either from here or now from Munich, and also in June from Zurich. So we're excited to be here, and we will continue to come here because this is what keeps us outside of Africa in terms of the incoming market or source markets. So thank you.
Hi, my name is Marlies van Vieren, and I'm here at the ITB in Berlin at the Nakuse stand on the Namibian Tourism Board. And we are advertising Namibia and everything Nakuse is doing, from wine to landscape conservation, amazing accommodations from east to west to south in Namibia, and it's an amazing trade show. We are so happy to be here, and every year it's just getting better. Thank you very much.
My name is Karl-Heinz from Taleni, Africa. We have various lodges at Etosha and in Sossusvlei. Our lodges range from camping up to self-catering until luxury lodges. And we hope to welcome each and every guest to our property to give them the experience of a lifetime. Thank you very much.
So hi, I'm Simone Micheletti. Most of you might know me for Wild Waters Group Lodges in the Caprivi Strip, Zambezi region. But we have a new exciting project. It's in Angola, the southeast of Angola, and under the umbrella of Luyana Plain Safaris. Why Angola? It's just natural because the Caprivi Strip, the northern part of it, borders with Zambia, but also with Angola. And Luangelo-Luana National Park, it's part of Kaza. It's actually the biggest national park in the Kaza boundaries. It's even bigger than Kafue. So for us, it's just been, I said, natural to move in there and try to do something there. So by June 2026, we're going to open a new camp there. We call it Luyana Plains Explorer Camp. And I think we're going to add a bit of flavor to that Kaza area with the first safari camp, the first product in Angola. And yeah, look for us and find out a bit more on your website, on our website. Thank you.
All right, that looks like quite an exciting event. Moving on, we are taking a look at Fransfontein. Full-time farmers in the Corona region are receiving targeted support through the government's Goat Running Scheme aimed at strengthening livelihoods and building resilience in the face of climate change. During an oversight visit by the Environmental Investment Fund of Namibia EIF in Fransfontein, the Agricultural Ministry's cultural technician Anton Joseph outlined how the initiative is transforming rural farming communities. Joseph explained that selected farmers each receive 21 goats as a revolving loan. After a set period, beneficiaries return female goats to the scheme, allowing other farmers to benefit.
Minister of Agriculture, Forest, Fishery, Water and Land Reform under the peace. So the goat rolling scheme is a scheme that was introduced by the government, whereby we give a farmer 21 goats, a ram and 20 ewes, female goats. Né? So this is it's like a loan type of thing. We give you this goat in the course of 5 years. You give us back 20 female that we take to the next farmer. And it keeps on moving on like that. But now with the REMA, we change it to 3 years. So what happens is we give him 21 goats in the first year. So after 18 months, he give us 20 goats, 10 goats first. Then we give to the next farmer. We combine all the goats from different beneficiaries. Then we put up an application where farmers apply for that. Then we check now on their qualification, on the criteria that we choose, like women, full-time farmers. So we choose based on that one. We choose a beneficiary. Then we now take the goats to the next beneficiary. So just keep on moving like that until everyone benefits. The period of pregnancy in a goat is 5 months. So in a year, supposed to give birth 2 times in a year. So I forgot to put the thing. So in revolving, we only take female goats. We don't revolve male goats. But you know now the goats might give birth to male goats. So that now we advise farmers either to exchange from other farmers to get female goats or sell and buy female goats. So in a year, we expect a female goat to give us two kids. Because it's a 5-month period, right? Yeah. Because it give 5-month pregnancy, give birth. After a month or so, it recovers, goes back again on heat, it gets a ram. Then the next 5 months, give birth again. So in a year, we expect 2 from a female goat.
How many beneficiaries?
In Fransfontein, currently we have 7 beneficiaries from IREMA. But in total, there are 8, because we also have beneficiaries from the government, but I only have 1. So the goats are 7, 2 males and 5 females. And it's one of the male. Any farmer that applies, mostly women and youth. So, but we saw that our farmers are mostly weekend farmers and holiday farmers. And now the goats were dying because the owner don't know what's happening on the farm. It's in Windhoek or Swakopmund. Then the goats were dying. Now, so we changed the criteria to full-time farmer. He's a full-time farmer. His house is here, his car is just behind his house. So that's the most important character we chose, because it's easy to control. And even if he has a header, but he's present at the farm. We also check at the age below 60. We check at his head statement, how many livestock he had, because he must have already livestock before, but not more than 10, because that more than 10 you're good already. You don't need assistance. You can go. So a farmer that's starting, but at least have something. You choose in that way now. At the son of the farmers when you give them the goats. After when you give them the goats, we give them training first. We train them now to farm, on how to everything, animal health. Then the contract is signed. Contract is conditions whereby if you breach the contract, we can come. Even if they gave birth to 20-something goats or 28, 30 goats, we can take all of them and give them to the next beneficiary. There are bylaws and rules that we agreed upon, us and the farmer. When we now give them, if they don't meet the laws that we put on, then if they breach it or sell, because the main one is you cannot sell a goat without talking to me as a technician. Male goats are mostly, we don't need the male goats, we need the female goats most. So male goats are supposed to make money for us, like money to buy vaccines, money to pay your header, but you cannot do that without talking to approval from me. I must count your animal first. You must have a certain number. If you are doing good, then I'll allow it. But if you're not doing good, then you cannot sell any goat. But then if you sell behind my back, we give you a first warning. Second warning, we come. Only first warning. Second time, we come take all the goats and give to the next farmer. And he knows.
And then what?
2024, when he gave the goats, was drought around. Yeah. That's why he's not revolved yet. We gave them a bit time to recover. We're supposed to give already last year, August. 25 August, supposed to give 10 from the 20. But we gave them time to recover because when we gave them the goats, it was drought and goats were dying. Goats were aborting first and then they were dying because there was no food. But now, good trends are here now, so we are giving them time to recover so we can come get healthy goats to give to the next. So that's unfortunate. That's now, this is outbreak and droughts out of the farmer's control. So yeah. We just give the farmer time to. There are times where farmers even lost everything, but that's now out of, like let's say, a veld fire. Yeah, that's now out of his control.
And with that, we've come to the end of the broadcast. Thank you for tuning in into your favorite travel show, Tourismus. From me, Glenora Shipura. I'll see you next week, same time, same place.